Happy Shanty-a-Day number 241. I'm Sky.
I'm Sagan.
And we're siblings.
And we sing sea shanties and sea shanty adjacent music.
And it's Thursday.
It is Thursday.
Woohoo! And we have one for our Kiwi friends.
We do have one for our New Zealand friends. So this one sounds like an old shanty, but it's actually not. So it's called Auckland to the Bluff. But it was actually written in the 1970s by Rudy Sund, the leader of the Maritime Crew, who is a group we've done a couple of their shanties before. Which is their group actually based out of Auckland. And so this shanty recalls the story of a young sailor who ships on board a ship that ends up being entirely more than he bargained for. A story that we're familiar with.
Yeah,
as a familiar,
we may have sung
trope of
other versions of this story before.
Yeah. So there's a chorus that everybody sings along with. A little bit of backstory behind sort of like the geography of there's a couple of things that are mentioned. So Auckland, it has excuse me. So Auckland has two harbors: Manukau on the west, which gives access to the Tasman Sea, and Waitemata. I hope that I'm saying that correctly. Waitemata.
Where do it say?
There. Right where it says that. Waitemata?
Yeah, it could be Waitemata. I don't know. We correct us New Zealanders. Yeah, we'll apologize.
On the east, which gives access to the Pacific Ocean. Now, Bluff is a harbor near Invercargill at the bottom of the South Island. You could sail from Auckland, which is 36 degrees south, to Bluff, which is 47 degrees south, from either harbor. But the Tiri light, which is mentioned in the lyrics, marks the entrance to Waitemata Harbor. So the ship
might be Waitemata too. I was trying to imagine Peter Jackson saying the words, right?
it might be Waitemata. So the ship that all of this takes place on, the Flora Belle, sails down the east coast, which has the much rougher weather of the two routes. So again, there's a chorus that everybody sings along with. This one
lyrics are down below.
Lyrics are down below. This one is definitely has sort of that grab your tankard and chant along. But hit that bell note for me there. And the little chorus goes like this. I've sailed from Auckland to the Bluff, 1,000 miles and that's enough. Oh, 1,000 miles on the heaving sea. Glory, hallelujah, that's enough for me. You can already sort of tell where this is going. But
done.
No, this
had
is
it.
Yeah, this is not good.
No more.
Yeah, the extent to which the sailor has had it is really entertaining.
Yeah,
it continues to escalate throughout the whole song. But yeah, no, this is a lot of fun.
Ready?
You ready?
Are you ready?
I'm ready. Are you ready?
Sure.
All right. I left the city when just a lad. Times were hard and work to be had, so I went to sea in the Flora Belle. Little did I know 'twas the ship from hell. The ship was old and leaking at the seams, a dirty old tub somewhat broad in the beam. Her sails were torn, some planks were rotten. She lay at the wharf, gently rockin'. I've sailed from Auckland to the Bluff, 1,000 miles and that's enough. Oh, 1,000 miles on the heaving sea. Glory, hallelujah, that's enough for me. We set sail on the evening tide. It was early on a Saturday night. All went well till the Tiri light, and then by God I had a fright. The ship was hit by a big beam sea. Christ, I thought it's all up for me. She rolled and she lulled like a big tin drum. Hell, I swore my time had come. I've sailed from Auckland to the Bluff, 1,000 miles and that's enough. Oh, 1,000 miles on the heaving sea. Glory, hallelujah, that's enough for me. Shorten sails, the skipper cried. Shorten the sails or your buggers will all die. Get aloft, right up the mast. Get aloft, and get up there fast. Never in my life had I been so scared. Never in my life had I wished I was dead. But I climbed at the mast and I shortened sail. Then I climbed down again and was sick o'er the rail. I've sailed from Auckland to the Bluff, 1,000 miles and that's enough. Oh, 1,000 miles on the heaving sea. sea. Glory, hallelujah, that's enough for me. Man the pumps, the skipper roared. Man the pumps, or you'll sail the ocean floor. So I pumped all night, though my hands were raw. And I pumped till the coming of the dawn. How we survived that night I don't know. The wind it did roar and the wind it did blow. But the sun came up and the sea went down. The wind did ease and we headed south. I've sailed from Auckland to the Bluff. 1,000 miles and that's enough. Oh, 1,000 miles on the heaving sea. Glory, hallelujah, that's enough for me. For breakfast we had moldy bread. For lunch it was the very same fare. For supper we had a stinking stew. Cookie couldn't eat his own damn brew. The skipper was an old man, old and mean. Tough as a nails and just as a lean. Voice like a foghorn in the gloom. When he cursed it was the voice of doom. I've sailed from Auckland to the Bluff. 1,000 miles and that's enough. Oh, 1,000 miles on the heaving sea. Glory, hallelujah, that's enough for me. The work was hard and the pay was mean. The food was rotten and the quarters none too clean. The journey south was always rough, so I jumped the ship when we pulled into Bluff. So here in Bluff I'll settle down. Never again will I leave this town. Never again will I go to sea. And never again will it see me. I've sailed from Auckland to the Bluff. 1,000 miles and that's enough. Oh, 1,000 miles on the heaving sea. Glory, hallelujah, that's enough for me. I've sailed from Auckland to the Bluff. 1,000 miles and that's enough. Oh, 1,000 miles on the heaving sea. Glory, hallelujah, that's enough for me.
Done.
Done.
No more.
No, he's not even going to live where he can see the ocean.
Nope.
He's like, I'm just going,
Nope.
I'm turning inland, and I'm going to walk in a straight line
Yep.
until I can't see the ocean, and that's where I'll stay. Oh, love it. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, dude. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Don't sign me up for the Flora Belle, I guess.
Yeah, don't sign me up for the Flora Belle.
Yeah.
No thanks.
Ooh.
Yikes.
Yikes. Well, I don't know.
That's all I got.
All right. Hey, be safe. We love you. And we'll see you again tomorrow.
Bye!